Man, I've been in this snowy abyss for as long as I can remember. But after all this time, I think my machine will finally work, and I can finally get to the Flatlands. But when I get there, there's someone that I need to go and find. Because, despite that I've been trapped in the abyss all this time, to my knowledge, they have no idea that they are and always have been the king of the Flatlands. And at all costs, I need to get there before it's too late. I've been king of the Flatlands for a little while now, but I have no idea who left me that note in the first place. I've been wondering about that forever. I have these notes here, like in the chest. I went to go and get them before, but like I've looked at every single one multiple times. I just don't know, like it doesn't say like who it's from. Like I don't know like who dug that hole in the first place and did that. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, I've made myself an entire map, so I could see all the buildings. I could see sort of what most of the Flatland consists of. I mean, I know, I knew what it was like before, because I've helped build all this, but having a map is kind of helpful. It just truly feels like there's just one missing piece of the puzzle that just will explain all of this, but I don't know. I truly have no idea. Hello there, Tiger Iron Gaming, or should I say, King of the Flatlands. Who are you? Why do you look so much like me? Actually, you have the same crown as me. You have a very similar hairstyle to me. You have the same face as me. Who are you? Now I know it's definitely very confusing that I just kind of walked into your castle unannounced, but there's no simple way I can put this, so I'm just gonna kind of say it. I am a version of you. What? A version of me? There's only one me. What are you talking about? No, so you see, there's actually another world out there with you. It's probably easier if I just kind of explain it all in a big story sort of way. Okay. Yeah, you know, honestly, you might want to just like take a seat here, and I'll even make myself a seat. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and have a seat over here, and we'll talk this all out. Okay, cool. So yeah, please enlighten me on everything, I guess, who you are and why I... Wait a minute. Are you the one that left me those notes in the hole? Yeah, listen, just let me explain everything, okay? Okay. I'll let you explain. You see, the place I came from is known as the Snowy Abyss, and it's essentially an abyss that lies between worlds. More specifically, between this world, the world that you know and love, known as the Flatlands, but then also another world which I myself don't have that much knowledge on, seeing as I never bothered to try and get there. Anyways, I knew that I had to get to the Flatlands somehow, and thankfully I knew how to build a portal, and because it was infinitely snowing from the sky, I was able to make a portal that would be powered only by snow. Except, I didn't know how in the world I was going to build that portal until eventually I had the idea to dig down, and eventually I found stone, and I was pretty overjoyed by this. But anyways, after finding that stone, I was able to turn some of it into cobblestone and use the other stone for like the ground and stuff, and I was able to make a full-blown functional portal. And I swear, it looked so beautiful, I had to marvel at it for a good minute. But then, the best feeling of all was when it worked. Man, I was so overjoyed in that moment, because I knew I was finally getting out of the Snowy Abyss. Now, of course, I had no idea what would lie on the other side of this portal, but I knew I had to go through. And so, I did. Sure enough, I actually had made it there on exactly Easter Day, and ever since I had kept watching you, waiting for the right time to tell you all this stuff. Except, I never actually found the courage to go and meet you in person until now, so I decided to dig a hole and leave notes for you explaining what was going on. And to tell you the truth, I did have a book in that chest as well at one point, but I took it out because I figured the stuff that we just discussed was probably better heard in person rather than all through a book. So, wait a second. You, instead of coming to knock on my door and just explain all this to me, like in a civilized manner, I mean, sure, I would have probably been a little freaked out on the fact that you are basically another version of me, but instead of knocking on my door and just talking to me like, you know, how anyone would, you decide to dig a hole in my front yard and leave a bunch of notes and not even say who the notes are from? Yeah, I know that definitely was a bit much, but you know, I just didn't have the courage to at the time. And plus, again, like I said, reading all this in a book would not have made as much sense as me just telling you, so you know, and plus I'm here now, I built up the courage eventually. Okay, you know what, that's fair, but wait a second. On the topic of you being another version of me, what did you mean by that when you said that earlier? Ah, yeah. See, that's I'm glad you brought that up because that was my next point. So you see, you exist here in the Flatlands, but then in that other world that I mentioned, there is another version of you that's existed for quite some time. And for the part that I can't even figure out is the part of how I was created. But in one way or another, both of your guys' versions combined at some point, which created me into who I am now, the in-between guy. Well, I mean, that's definitely quite a lot to digest. Yeah, I mean, as crazy as that sounds, I'm willing to believe that that's true. I mean, I don't know how else you would have been created, and I also can't really figure out how you would have been created, but I appreciate you actually coming in here and telling me this, even if it was slightly late. You know, it was very appreciated. Yeah, I figured I had to rip off that Band-Aid eventually, and yeah, at least that's over with. But moving forward, considering that you are king of the Flatlands, I want you to be very careful, because there are plenty of dangers out there. Despite how flat and desolate this land may seem, I have a suspicious feeling that there are a lot of dangers out there. And I even heard a rumor about something. A rumor about a very evil guy who took over an entire stronghold and now apparently lives there. And whatever his next motives are, it's completely unknown by me, at least. But, yeah, I would definitely be careful after hearing that kind of rumor. Well, I appreciate that heads up. I will definitely keep my eye out, and I will do my best to protect this world. I have a map here and everything. I will do my best. Alright, that's very good to hear. Well, I suppose my job here is done. I will be around if you ever want to talk to me again. I know I will probably come back to you again at some point. Anyways, I will see you later. Okay. Are you really just gonna... Okay, and there he goes up the steps. Wow. That's crazy. Man, I had no idea. All that really happened? Is that why you left these notes here? Oh my god, that would explain a lot. Wow. Man, I guess all that's left to do is just continue doing what I've been doing and just protecting these flatlands in any way I can, no matter the cost. Anyways, we will have to catch up with him at a later date to be able to fully get to the bottom of all this. But for now, that is the end of this video, guys. I would like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!